All right, here we go. It's another edition of Post University Women's Soccer here on the beautiful campus at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. It's the Eagles taking on the Dominican University of New York Chargers. Griffin Cass on hand. Glad you could be with us here on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Partly cloudy conditions, temperatures ranging in the mid to high 60s. And we have a enticing matchup here today between your Eagles and the Chargers. Eagles at 2-6-1 overall, 1-3-1 in conference play. That's good for number 10 in the CACC standings. And for the Chargers, they are 6th in the CACC standings coming into this one, as the Chargers are 2-1-2 in conference and 3-4-2 overall. So here we go. We are ready to go here at Lemoy Field on the campus here at Post University. Head coach for the Chargers is Brent Axelrod in his first year at the helm. Also, for the Eagles, it's Renato Topoli in his first year with the program. So two head coaches in their first year learning on the fly, and they will duel it out here today at Lemoy Field here at Post University. Eagles in the white uniforms, Chargers in the black uniforms. This is the first time the Eagles have been back here at Lemoy Field since September 30th, when they drew a tie versus Georgian Court University 1-1. Their previous game was at Bloomfield College in Bloomfield, New Jersey, where they won 3-0. So let's take a look at our starting lineups for both teams. We'll start with the Eagles. In net, making her third consecutive start, is the freshman, number 00, Alexis Campbell. Number 4, Bianca Stiles. Number 5, Amber McGee. Number 6, Lydia Asamoah. Number 8, Sierra Tarantino. Number 9, Haley McGee. Number 11, Kaylee Sirianni. Number 12, Kayla Agasinelli. Number 16, Alyssa Hebb. The freshman, number 17, Jordan Callis. And number 18, Larissa Bluent-Sheely. Let's take a look at the Chargers. In net, it's number 0, Stella Patone, the sophomore. Number 5, Nicole Conway. Number 6, Stella Koster. Number 9, Logan Valdez. Number 10, Isabella Wysocki. Number 12, Olivia Ferris. Number 13, Elena O'Malley. Number 16, Kelly Harris. Number 17, Brianna McCookie. Number 18, Nicolette Brunner. And number 22, Alexandra Sanchez. Those are the 11 on the pitch for the Chargers, and we are ready to go as we are underway from Lemoy Field. Post University Women's Soccer looking to pick up the W here today. The men's team, Post and Dominican, faced off yesterday at the same exact time. Your Eagles dismantled the Chargers by a score of 6-0. And it was really a good tell to see the difference between great teams and really great teams. You know, the Eagles came into that match as arguably the best team in the CACC, going against a Dominican team that came in at 1-9. And they just took care of business in the first 6 minutes. They scored 3 goals in the first 5 to 6 minutes, and that's how you put a team away. And, you know, you never want to say that a game is over, but it really felt like it was over after they scored those 3 consecutive goals. It just deflated the Chargers to a point where they weren't able to come back. So let's see what the women's soccer team has in store for us here today. It's Lydia Asamoah here on the near side. She'll go cross field to Alyssa Hebb, wearing number 16 for the Eagles. A little over a minute gone here in this first half. Long ball led for Sierra Tarantino on that far side. Now it's McGee launching a shot, and it's secured by the goalkeeper, the sophomore, Stella Patone, wearing number 0 for the Chargers. As we look at the Chargers, they played this past Saturday at home versus Wilmington, where they lost 5-2. Including today, 7 games remain for the Eagles in their 2023 campaign. It's Alyssa Hebb with a nice defense right there for the Eagles, breaking up that flow for the Chargers. Now she leads Lydia Asamoah here on the near side. Asamoah turns it back in midfield. Taps it to the freshman Jordan Callis, who has it taken away. Jordan Callis, second on the team in goals scored at 2 on the season. Amber McGee leads the way with 3 goals. Larissa Bluent-Sheely with some nice defense here. Chargers moving it around. Isabella Wysocki tries to lead a teammate to that left corner. It's Olivia Ferris, number 12, not able to get there, and it is taken away by the Eagles. Asamoah closing in, not able to get there. Now here's Tarantino. Nice job interrupting the flow, and that shot is wide left of the goal. Alexis Campbell, the freshman from Attleboro, Massachusetts, in net, making her third consecutive start for Renato Topoli. Campbell has played 225 minutes coming into this one. 5 goals allowed, 16 saves. Here's Kayla Agacinelli on the near side. Leads Asamoah towards midfield. Goes past the defender, Logan Valdez, over here on the near side. It goes out of play, and we'll have a throw in here for the Eagles on the near side with 41 and a half to play here in the first half. Sirianni working with Agacinelli. Now Amber McGee as the center back leads Alyssa Hebb, who will send that long ball downfield. It's intended for Haley McGee, and they call McGee for offsides. So now here's the Chargers with it in midfield. Isabella Wysocki passes it ahead. Now it's Stella Coster turning it over. Eagles send it back towards midfield. And now it is Alyssa Hebb on the move. Passes to Tarantino. Tarantino over to McGee. McGee goes to the far corner, and Callis. Callis racing towards the ball at the end line. It will go out of play. Last touch by the Eagles there. So the Chargers will have possession of the ball here with 40-15 to play here in the first half. And looking at the CACC standings, Jefferson is the number 1 seed at 4-0 in conference, 6-2-1 overall. Now here's Elena O'Malley with some nice moves. The ball goes to Campbell. She'll come out of the net. And she'll roll it out to Agacinelli in the backfield for the Eagles. The tap to Sirianni here on the near sideline. Now Asamoah. Great defense there by the Chargers, and they'll get Asamoah for the foul. Tripping up Isabella Wysocki right there, right at midfield, right in front of us, with 39-25 to play here in the first half. It'll be a free kick here for Valdez, number 9 for the Chargers. She digs in, looking, surveying where she's going to send this ball. She'll go right back to Alexandra Sanchez. And no Olivia Gouldsberry for the Chargers here today. She scored a goal in their previous matchup. As Campbell will come out of net to haul in the ball. The Eagles will look to move down the field now. Here's Agacinelli, number 12 for your Eagles. Sirianni with the one-tapper to Asamoah at midfield. Puts it between the official's legs, and now it's Hebb crossing midfield. Sends the long ball. Chargers able to clear it out. As Brett Axelrod is imploring his team to press up. As he was right, he has all the reason to be upset right there, as his team is just playing a little lazy in the backfield. And now it's Asamoah tapping it out to Sirianni. She lofts the ball, and it is caught by Patone. A little under 38 minutes to play here in the first half. Still no score between the Eagles and the Chargers here at Lemoy Field on the campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. The Eagles, the 10th seed in the CACC. The Chargers, the 6th seed. Wysocki at midfield on that far side. Gets it back to a defender in Sanchez. Sanchez will lead a teammate here on the near side. That is Brunner hitting it off of Sirianni, and it'll be a throw in here for the Chargers on the near sideline. Asamoah with the theft. Leads it ahead to Callis. Callis back to Asamoah. A little behind her was the pass. Now Asamoah on the move. Callis goes to that far corner in a straitjacket, and she gets tripped by Valdez. 36:55 remaining here in the first half. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles on the near side. It'll be Sirianni to toss it in. Excuse me, no, it will not be a throw-in. It'll be a free kick for Sirianni, excuse me. Raises her hand. Sends the boot. A nice ball. And it's broken up by the Chargers. As Heb is racing over to it on that far side, she'll let it go out of play as it was last touched by the Chargers. She'll toss it in right to Amber McGee, it looks like, and the Chargers clear it out. Styles now with a nice ball. Coming in is Sirianni. O'Malley now to Wysocki, and here comes the Chargers with it at midfield. 36:05 remaining here in the first half. Nice play there by Styles in the backfield as she runs over an opponent. And now it is Callis with it on that far side, eluding defenders. She's battling with Nicole Conway on that far sideline. It goes out of play. Last touch by Conway. So it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles here. Nearly 10 minutes played in this first half. Still no score between the Eagles and the Chargers. And you really look at the record for the Eagles, you look at their upcoming schedule, they cannot afford to lose this one. Against, including this one, 7 games remain. Ball right in front of the box. It goes out of play. They say it hit the field goal post as it went out of bounds. 35-10 to play here in the first half. Now it's Wysocki in the middle of the pitch. Leads a nice ball to Ferris, number 12 for the Chargers. 34:50 to play here in the first half. Chargers with it in the Eagles' defensive zone. The cross. Brunner now. Passes back to a teammate, Valdez. Tries to get it to Ferris on that far side. Tarantino with the interception. As the Eagles not really pressing up here. Brett Axelrod imploring his team to pick up the energy here. O'Malley back to Wysocki. They tried to get it back to O'Malley. Nice play there by Sirianni. But the Chargers take it right back. Sirianni has come to play here to start. She's been all over the pitch. The 5'5" senior from Glenside, Pennsylvania, having a nice game to start here for Renato Topoli. As well, throwing on the near side. Brunner lost the ball towards the middle. Heb right there to break it up. And now it's Blue and Sheely coming to the ball. She'll knock it out of play with 33.5 to play in the first half. Starting to get a little windy here at Lemoy. And this morning was just beautiful. Now the sun is starting to dissipate a little bit in the clouds. It's Asamoah splitting the defense and drawing the contact. The official was right there to call that one. That's about as blatant of a whistle as you can call. 12 minutes played here in this first half. Sirianni with the free kick. She will think about tapping it back to Agacinelli. Now she'll cross it back to Campbell and net. McGee in the middle of the pitch, working towards midfield. She has Stiles right to her right. Now Stiles with a line drive kick leading Salas. Patone will come out of the net to haul it in. Been a very back and forth contest here. Both teams have moved the ball upfield as a team. Be interesting to see how this game opens up with two squads that, again, seem very evenly matched. 32:05 remaining here in the first half. As Asamoah trying to track it down. And now it's possession Chargers. Coster. O'Malley goes back to Brunner. Brunner gets it back to Valdez. Valdez now towards the middle. Sanchez goes to the left sideline. Conway gets it to Ferris. Ferris back to Wysocki. Chargers moving it around a little bit here. Trying to find an opening in that Eagles defense. Eagles doing a good job of staying connected as that goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. Sirianni will toss it in. She'll go to Blue and Sheely off the no-look pass. It goes off of Asamoah out of play with 31:05 remaining here in the first half. It'll be a throw-in for Dominican here on the near side. Coster battling with Blue and Sheely. Ball across the middle. Callis gets a foot on it. And a nice strong play there by Logan Valdez. O'Malley with it here on the near side. Now it's Conway on that far side, met by Tarantino. Passes it ahead to Ferris. Ferris not able to get around her defender. That's Stiles with a great defense for the Eagles. Asamoah settles it down. Taps it to Sierra Tarantino. And the Chargers take it right back. And now the Eagles take it right back. Here's Callis on the move. Pass intercepted by Sanchez at midfield. A lot of contact on that far side, and they get Stella Coster with the foul. As the official was right there to make the call. I believe that was Amber McGee drawing the contact. 29.5 to play here in this first half. Still no score. One shot on goal for the Eagles, 0 for the Chargers. Ball is thrown to Asamoah, and she gets shoved in the back and hits the turf. Brett Axelrod not pleased with the call. Looked like Asamoah sold it just a little bit, but there was contact as Asamoah hits the turf once more. As that ball is coming out of play. It'll be last touch by the Chargers, by the Chargers. So it'll be the Eagles throw in here. Heb at midfield. She has Stiles right to her right. Bianca Stiles now. Angles to that far sideline. Touches it to Tarantino. Tarantino battling with Ferris. Tries to turn the corner on the right side. It's knocked out of play by the Chargers. 28-25 remaining here in the first half. Throw in for the Eagles on that far side. Nice throw in towards Heb. She gets her head on it, and she heads it out of play. As we get our first substitution into the game now for Dominican. It's Sabine Sorensen, wearing number 8 on the back of her jersey, the junior midfielder.
Now to the game for the Lady Chargers, number 8, Sabine Sorensen.
So Sabine Sorensen into the game now from Ballerup, Denmark. She has it here on the near side. Met by Asamoah. Wysocki with it at midfield. 27-25 remaining here in this first half. Still no score between your Eagles and the Chargers. Now it's Sanchez with it on that far side. Tarantino physical play gets called for the whistle. Too much contact there from Tarantino. Good foul, though. That's what you want to see if you're Renato Topoli. That's a nice ball sent towards the box, right in front of the nets. And they get an offsides called on Sorensen. Golden opportunity there for the Chargers. Their best look that they have had all afternoon. But Sorensen was offsides. 26.5 to play here in the first half. It's Styles with it on that far side in the backfield. Line drive kick towards Callis. She settles it down. Now it's Tarantino racing on that far side. Tries to split the D. Eludes defenders. Angles towards the middle. Touches it to Heb. Now here's Alyssa Heb. Sending it over to Sirianni. She's not going to be able to get there on that near sideline. Too far out of the reach of number 11. And now it'll be the Chargers with possession. 26 minutes to play here in the first half. Sorensen trailed by Sirianni. Has a teammate to her left. It's Wysocki. Now she'll go over to Ferris. Tarantino got a foot on it. Now it's Conway settling it down for the Chargers. Valdis. Sorensen. Nice ideas there from the Chargers, but the execution is off with the passes there as it goes out of play. Throw in here for the Eagles. Sirianni will toss it in. Redo the throw in here for the Eagles. Handball there from Sorensen. Touched her forearm. Sirianni the tap back to Agostinelli. She goes to the far side in Styles. Now here's Styles. Lost the ball towards the box. Sirianni charging in. Oh, a lot of contact there. Here on that near side, you hope both players are okay. They're both a little shaken up getting up, but they're able to get up pretty quickly. So a great sign there. It was Sorensen and Sirianni on that collision. Great to see both players able to walk it off. 24-10 to play here in the first half. Chargers possession. Conway on that far sideline. She'll send a ball ahead. And the Eagles are on it. Ferris knocks it out of play with a little under than 24 minutes to play here in the first half. Throwing for the Eagles on the far side. Styles tosses it into McGee. Amber McGee now on the move. Try the juke move. Now Styles with a line drive kick downfield. Asamoah the touch. McGee now. Haley McGee has her shot knocked off right by Conway. She sends it towards the middle. I believe Conway deflected that out of play. So we'll have our first corner kick of the first half here.
Taken by number 9, Haley McGee.
Haley McGee will take the corner with 23 minutes to play here in the first half. An opportunity here for the Eagles. Ferris with a nice play to knock it away. She hits it out of play, so a throw in for the Eagles on the far sideline. It'll be McGee to throw it in. Nice throw in. And it's knocked off of the Chargers out of play, so another corner kick here for the Eagles.
Eagles corner taken by number 16, Alyssa Hebb.
This time it'll be 16, Alyssa Hebb to take it instead of Haley McGee. It's towards the middle. Nice ball. The shot on nets. Oh, it hit the crossbar. Samoa retrieves it. It's knocked out of play. That was the Eagles' best chance to score here in this first half, as we have a Charger down on the turf. Clock stops at 21:36 here in the first half. That was a second shot on goal for the Eagles. As the Charger that was down on the turf is now up on her feet. I believe that was Logan Valdez that was injured on the play. So play resumes here. 21.5 to play in the first half. Ball towards the box. Broken up by the Chargers. Coming in is Blue and Sheely. And now Wysocki clears it a little bit here for the Chargers. Agacinelli. Stella Coster has had a phenomenal game here to start. She's been all over the pitch. Number 6 for the Chargers. A redshirt junior. She plays midfield and forward from Germany. As that ball sails above the net. .45 remaining here in this first half. On the back half now of the first half. Still no score between the Eagles and the Chargers. The Eagles the 10th seed in the CACC. Chargers the 6th seed in the CACC. 6 versus 10 matchup here on this gorgeous Wednesday afternoon in the middle of October. 7 games remain here, including this one for the Eagles on their 2023 campaign. This ball will come towards the near sideline. It'll be Logan Valdez to retrieve it. And Asamoah with the theft. Asamoah weaving through the defenders. Leads the ball ahead. Valdez will come to get it for the Chargers. Under 20 minutes to play now in the first half. Looks like we have a decent crowd on hand here today at Lemoy Field. Looks like that's the men's soccer team across the pitch, supporting the women's team. Sorensen leads a nice ball, and Campbell will vacuum it in. 19:25 to play in the first half. Out of contact. Bodies hit the floor. It's Callis. Now on the move. Has it knocked out of play by Valdez. And now the Eagles will press up here as they'll have it in the Chargers' defensive zone. Throw in here for McGee. She has a powerful throw in. And that will go out. Last touch by the Chargers. Chargers knock it out of play once more. Throw in here for the Eagles. It'll be McGee. Heb coming towards the ball. McGee throws it for his sister, and it is Petone coming out of the box to secure the ball. Great look there for the Eagles. Under 18 to play here in the first half. That ball will travel to that far corner, and it'll be Styles keeping it in play. Axelrod and his staff telling the players to press up. Callis is led. It feels like the Eagles has something brewing here, and Callis is shoved from behind by Conway. With 17:25 to play in the first half, so there'll be a free kick here for the Eagles. It'll be Heb to take it on that far sideline in Dominican territory. Heb will try her strong right leg right here. Lofts it towards the middle. That's a beautiful ball, and it is broken up by the Chargers off the header right there. So it'll be a corner kick now for the Eagles. This time in the left corner. Heb will take it.
Eagles corner kick taken by number 16, Alyssa Heb.
Hey, we have to be marked tight here.
This looks like we are looking at our first substitutions coming in for the Eagles. It's Reese Cloetzer getting set to check in. Here's a corner kick from Heb. It goes towards the box, and it sails past the middle of the pitch towards that far side. Tarantino now. Chargers with the theft. What speed there from Callis, making up so much ground as she taps it right back to Styles, and now the Eagles looking to move it up the pitch. Styles right on her defender. Nice slide tackle there by Amber McGee. What a play. Asamoah ahead to Callis. The speedster freshman on that right side. Give and go action. Callis tries to turn the corner on the right side. And she's in a little bit of a straitjacket right there. Reese Cloetzer now into the game for the Eagles.
Checking into the game for the Eagles, number 10, Reese Klutzer.
The freshman midfielder from Sartell, Minnesota. Into the contest now. It'll be Lydia Asamoah, number 6. She'll get a breather on the sideline with 15 minutes to play here in this first half. Still no score between the Chargers and the Eagles. We are in quite the wire-to-wire battle here at Lemoy Field. Both of these teams not giving each other an inch. Something we did not see from the men's game yesterday between these two programs, as it was just an absolute obliteration from the very start for the Eagles yesterday. Nice play here from McGee. Physical on that near side, as it's Coster who's continued her fantastic performance here today for Dominican, just battling with one of the best players for the Eagles, Amber McGee. Now it's Tarantino, feisty on the defensive side. Taps it ahead to Heb. Heb in a little bit of trouble. Works it back to Agostinelli. 14-12 to play here in the first half. Time winding down here in this opening half. Now it's Wysocki leading a teammate. It's Ferris here on the near side. The cross. No one there for Dominican. Now it's Heb looking to clear it out. Taps it ahead to Cloetzer with the fresh legs. Wysocki with it in midfield. In the middle of the field, excuse me. Ball near the box. Styles looking to turn on the Jets, and a little discombobulated there. Now here's a ball towards the middle. Wysocki gets a shot, and it's deflected by McGee. 13:05 now remains in the first half. Still no score between the Eagles and the Chargers in this critical 6th and 10th game here in the CACC. Dominican with a win here today. They could move up to 5 in the CACC. And the Eagles could move all the way up to 7 possibly with a win here today, depending on how other scores go on in the conference. Nice ball sent downfield. Here's Heb charging in. Ahead to Callis. Callis gets shoved in the back, but that's a clean play. No, it isn't. They call a whistle on Conway. 12:05 to play here in the first half. Free kick here for the Eagles on that far side. It'll be Heb to take it with that strong right leg. Heb gets the whistle. Nice ball towards the goal. Oh, what an effort there by Sirianni. She tried to header that in, but it looked like her momentum was carrying her backwards, and she just wasn't able to get a clean look on it. Great look there, though, from the Eagles.
Down to the game for the Lady Chargers. Number 14, Peyton LaValle.
So Peyton LaValle into the game now for Dominican. Number 14, for the Chargers. It'll be Nicole Conway getting a breather here on the Dominican side. 11:10 to play here in the first half. Nice play here from Styles, able to take it away. Blue and Sheely, back to McGee. And Augustinelli keeps it in play, but might not have been a good choice there. Here's Ferris on that near side, the cross towards the middle. Wysocki moving to her left, shooting, and missing just wide right. Oh, what a look there from Wysocki and Dominican. As we'll get a substitution here for the Eagles. Tasia Ferreira sees her first action into this one. Haley McGee will come out.
Down to the game for the Eagles. Number 7, Tasia Ferreira.
A little over 10 minutes to play here in this first half. 2 shots on goal for the Eagles. 2-0 for the Chargers. As that is knocked out of play by Styles, it'll be a throw-in on that far side. McGee clears it out. And Ferreira hits the turf. Trying to get her legs under her here in this one. Valdez at midfield. Shares it to the left side. And LaValle. Peyton LaValle just checked into this one. Ferris tried to cross it. Knocked out of play. Last touched by Dominican. As they call a whistle on Dominican. 9 minutes to play here in this first half. Sirianni now the boot. Heb with the interception. Makuki with a nice play. That's Brianna Makuki, number 17. Now here's Wysocki, met by McGee. Fight for the ball here. Coster on the move, fires a shot very wide left of the goal. 8:20 to play here in the first half. Sun is starting to break back through here at Lemoy Field. Valdez and Ferrero in a foot race down that near sideline. It's last touch by Ferrero. 7:50 to play here in the first half, so a throw in for Dominican on the near side. A little bit of confusion here on whose throw-in it is. There's Callis trying to fight for position. Now it's Sirianni and Ferris battling, and they get Sirianni for the whistle there. Coming up on 7 minutes to play here in this first half. Eagles 0, Chargers 0. We are in for a wire-to-wire finish here, it looks like, at Lemoy Field. Both of these teams, again, not giving each other an inch. Sanchez at midfield. Goes to Lavallee. Tarantino right there causing some chaos as that ball will go out of play. Last touch by Dominican. 6:20 to play here in this first half. Throw in for the Eagles on the far side. It'll be Styles to toss it in. Another Eagles throw-in on the far side. 5:50 to play in the first half. Heb will do the honors. McGee taps it over to Agostinelli. She is met by two defenders. She gets it ahead to Heb. Heb in a straitjacket with two Chargers. And the Dominican takes it away. Agostinelli battling with the fellow number 12. A lot of contact between the two 12s. And they both hit the turf. And we get the whistle called on Agostinelli. She is the culprit here in this one. With 5:10 to play here in the first half. It'll be a free kick here for Dominican. It'll be Stella Coster to take it. As it looks like we are going to see our first appearance of Zoe Meyer for the Eagles. Free kick here for Valdez. Clock is stopped at 5:10. An opportunity here for Dominican. Both teams looking to break the seal open. Valdez waiting for the official signal. It sounds. She leads the ball to that far post, and it will sail past the end line. Nice idea, just a little bit too much on that. 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Campbell now. Sirianni with it. There's a Dominican player on the turf. That is Coster, who's slow to get up. Now Styles at midfield. Leads Ferreira. Ferreira just checked into the contest a few minutes ago, and she turns it right back over. A little under 4 minutes of play here in the first half. It's really hard to tell which team has had the upper hand here in this first half because it's just been so back and forth. But I feel like you would have to, if you were to choose one, it would have to be the Eagles because of the 2 shots on goal. But again, other than that, it has been 50-50 here. And that goes out. Last touch by Heb. Meyer will come into the game now for the Eagles. And it'll be Madeline Friedman for Dominican to check in here. Number 25 for the Chargers. Sirianni comes out. Coster comes out.
Now into the match for the Lady Chargers, number 25, Madeline Friedman. And for your Eagles, number 3, Zoe Meyer.
Sanchez with it. Taps it ahead. Heb with, that is Kloetzer with the steal. Now it is Callis, met by 2 Chargers. Tarantino comes in to intercept the pass. Spins out of it, moving her to her left, and we get a whistle called on the Chargers. So it'll be a free kick here for the Eagles near midfield. It'll be Heb to take it, coming up on 2 minutes of play here in this first half. Heb getting set, waiting for her teammates to get set as well. Heb takes it. What a nice ball. As Kloetzer gets a head on it, and it goes out of play. .85 seconds to play here in the first half. Ball at midfield. Here is Heb. Now over to Ferreira. Ferreira on the far side. Looking for the cross. And it is deflected by a Charger. And a whistle is called on the Chargers. They get called for the whistle.
1 minute remaining in the first half. 1 minute remaining.
A minute to play here in this first half. The door is still open for the Eagles here in this first half to get one into the back of the nets. They'll have a free kick here at a convenient angle. 35 seconds to play in this first half. Heb getting set. You wonder if she will try and knock this one in here. She has the leg to do it. We'll see what she does. 20 seconds to play. She takes it, lofts it towards the left post, and it sails past 2 players.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at the end of the first half of play, it's 0-0.
So that'll do it for the first half. Tightly contested 0-0 game heading into halftime. Do not go anywhere here on the Nest Network, presented by the CACC Network. We have a very exciting and exhilarating second half of action. The next 45 minutes coming up here on the Nest Network, presented by the CACC Network.
champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
In a country where 1 in 5 people are affected by a mental health condition, it's time for all of us to step up and change the conversation.
We all have stress in our lives and manage it in different ways.
Grades,
finances,
practice,
family,
games,
finals,
homework,
playing time,
friends,
midterms,
treatment, studying,
sleep, time for me.
We don't have to find the balance on our own.
It's okay not to be okay.
We're all in this together.
People can and do get better.
Caring about one another can be your competitive advantage.
Communicate.
Be aware.
Show compassion.
Be a champion for each other. Hope starts with you.
Hope starts with me.
Hope starts with us. We are CACC student athletes, and we are breaking the stigma.
NCAA has nearly 500,000 student-athletes from more than 1,200 member schools and conferences. There are more than 19,000 teams competing for 90 championships in 24 sports across 3 divisions. Division II has more than 124,000 student-athletes from over 302 colleges and universities. The division offers athletic scholarships while balancing a collegiate athletic environment that encourages student-athletes to discover and pursue what they love. The annual NCAA convention is where Division II members implement new rules. Delegates from every school and conference gather to discuss and vote on each proposal. Each eligible school, conference office, and the Student-Athlete Advisory Committee hold one vote. New rules in Division II can originate in one of 2 ways. A majority of proposals start in Division II committees. Those groups, comprised of representatives from member schools or conferences, debate concepts and forward recommendations to the Division's Management Council and President's Council. The Division II Management Council reviews each proposal from the committees, makes recommendations, and forwards them to the President's Council. The President's Council, composed of college presidents and chancellors, is the top leadership group in Division II. Its primary function is to establish and direct general policy and strategic direction for the division. It is the only group within the governance structure that can sponsor legislation for a vote at convention on its own. New rules can also be proposed directly from Division II members. If 15 active Division II schools or 2 conferences sign on as sponsors, the proposal will be voted on by the entire Division II membership, no matter what position the division's committees and councils take. Through the legislative process, the Division II membership and its representatives enact change across the division.
All right, welcome back, friends, to Lemoy Field here on the campus at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. Halftime is nearing its conclusion, and we are getting set for the start of the second half. We have a 0-0 game between the Post University Eagles and Dominican University of New York Chargers. Griffin Cass on hand here on the Nest Network, presented by the CACC Network. Hope you cooked up some popcorn during halftime, because we are in for a wire-to-wire finish here in these last 45 minutes. Eagles with 2 shots on goal. Chargers with 0 shots on goal. Alexis Campbell in net for your Eagles. And Stella Patone in net for the Chargers. The Chargers will start with possession. The second half is underway, and here we go. Dominican, the 6th seed in the CACC. Post, the 10th seed in the CACC. Huge matchup here on this Wednesday afternoon on a beautiful day in Waterbury, Connecticut. Partly cloudy, temperatures ranging from the mid to high 60s. Few winds. Just a great day for soccer here in the middle of October. Chargers moving it around in the backfield. Again, it was just so difficult to decide who had the upper hand in that first half. I mean, it was basically split down the middle 50-50. Both teams had a fair amount of possession of the ball. Eagles got 2 shots on goal. Chargers got 0 shots on goal, so that's probably the disparity right there. Now it's Haley McGee leading it for the freshman Jordan Callis on the near side. Over a minute played here in the second half. Tarantino tries it. And that is wide left of the net. Couldn't tell if that was a pass or a shot right there on goal. Asamoah the tap. Tarantino. Forces the turnover there. It was Olivia Ferris, number 12, for the Chargers. The Chargers last season went 7-8-2 overall, 5-6-1 in conference play. Last year the Eagles went 9-9-1 overall, 7-4-1 in conference play. The Eagles are 9-10-2 all time versus Dominican. Their last matchup was on October 25th, 2022, where the Eagles won 3-2. Looking for a similar result here in 2023. 42-40 remains in regulation. It's Asamoah. Taps it to Tarantino. Tarantino looking to turn on the Jets here on the near side. She sends the long ball downfield. It's Sanchez, Alexandra Sanchez. Works it back to Patone. Here comes the Eagles pressing up. And the Eagles able to take it away here. McGee with an opportunity. Oh! Had a great look there, did McGee, but she had 2 Chargers right on her. It was difficult to get that shot off. 3 minutes played here in the second half. We'll have a corner kick, the first one of the second half for the Eagles. It'll be Alyssa Hebb to take it in the right corner.
Eagles corner kick taken by number 16, Alyssa Hebb.
Hebb, the 5'10 junior, will be set to send this one away with her strong right. And Cook goes right in front of the net. Shot. And it goes in. It was so congested right there in front of the goal. We couldn't see who scored that, but we'll get that for you in just a moment. So it's Haley McGee with the goal. And, man, was it congested right in that box. As the Eagles strike first. Here in this one, they break the seal. And it is Haley McGee with her first goal of the season, coming at a crucial point for the Eagles. So now the Eagles are in the driver's seat. 1-0. Looks like that halftime speech from Renato Topoli worked.
Eagles goal, her first of the year, scored by number 9, Haley McGee. Assisted by number 11, Kaylee Sirianni, and number 16, Alyssa Hebb, with 41:32 remaining in the second half.
So the
McGee, her first goal of the year from Sirianni and Hebb at 41:32.
So Kaylee Sirianni and Alyssa Hebb with the assists there. And Haley McGee with her first goal of the season, again, comes at such a huge point here for the Eagles. They were able to break the seal to begin this second half. Now there's 40-40 remaining here in regulation. Eagles clinging on to a 1-0 lead. Again, with a win here today, depending on how other scores go on in the rest of the conference, the Eagles could move all the way up to 7th or 8th in the CACC standings. They are currently the 10th seed. Dominican the 6th seed. Throw in for the Eagles on the far side. Nearly 5 minutes played here in the second half. If you're just tuning in here on the Nest Network, presented by the CACC Network, Haley McGee put one into the back of the net with 41:32 remaining in the second half. Kaylee Sirianni and Alyssa Hebb with the assist. It was off of that Alyssa Hebb corner kick in the right corner. Now here's Sierra Tarantino ahead of the field, and it's Valdez coming in to disrupt the momentum for Tarantino. So it'll be the second corner kick of the second half for the Eagles. This is where they scored.
Eagles corner kick taken by number 16, Alyssa Hebb.
This is where they scored 3 minutes ago. Hebb will take it. Line drive kick towards the middle, the header, and it's secured by Patone. Great save there by Stella Patone, the sophomore keeper for the Chargers. A little under 39 minutes to play in regulation. Dominican chasing one, looking for the equalizer. It's Ferris here on the near side. Stiles interrupts the flow for Dominican, and it'll be a throw in here for the Chargers on the near sideline right at midfield. The Eagles get possession. Tarantino tosses it in. And Hebb knocks it out of play. Asamoah with the theft. What a defensive play by Lydia Asamoah. And it is knocked out of play by Kelly Harris. And now Asamoah grabbing her face and kneeling towards the turf. The Eagles in their last game defeated Bloomfield College on October 3rd, 3-0 in Bloomfield, New Jersey. The match before that, they drew a tie versus Georgian Court University right here at Lemoy Field back on September 30th. Nice throw in for McGee, but they say that she was crossing the sideline as she tossed it in, so a violation there on the Eagles. And specifically Haley McGee, 37.5 to play here in regulation. Dominican now with it in the backfield. It's Sanchez crossing it towards the far side. Brunner right back to Valdez. Dominican with it at midfield, and Callis with a intelligent play right there to force the turnover. And Asamoah sends it past the end line, out of play. 8 minutes gone here in the second half. LaValle here on the near side. Passes it ahead to Ferris. Ferris goes towards the middle and Wysocki. Wysocki with a cross. Coster on that far side looking to take out her do-it-yourself kit, and she'll bring it back to a teammate. Now here's the boot towards the box. Ferris with the header, and it's too high above the net. Good look there from the Chargers. 9 minutes gone here in the second half, 36 to play. Eagles with a 1-0 lead. If you're just tuning in, it was Haley McGee at the 41st minute remaining in the second half with the goal to break the seal for the Eagles. It was her first goal on the season, and that happened 6 minutes ago. And we'll have a throw in here with LaValle right back to Sanchez. Sanchez with the cross. 35.5 remaining in regulation. Eagles 3 shots on goal. Chargers 0 shots on goal. Lavalley with it here on the near side. The tap. Great defense for Blue and Sheely battling with Wysocki. And they get the whistle on Wysocki. So free kick here for the Eagles. It's Styles right at midfield. 10 minutes played here in the second half. 35 to play. Styles with the boot. Ball at midfield. Here's Heb. Physical play. Bullying her way inside. And it goes to the near corner, with Sanchez retrieving it. And a lot of contact on that near side. McGee and Sanchez battling. Last touch by McGee. Now here's Wysocki looking for some teammates. They tried the give and go right there. And Asamoah goes to the turf after she just squealed. As the clock is stopped with 34:08 remaining in regulation. So Asamoah, good sign there for Eagles fans, able to get up and walk it off. And she will stay on the pitch here. Free kick here for Heb and the Eagles. Clock stopped at 34:08. It resumes. Here's Heb with a nice ball towards the left post. Sirianni gets a foot on it. Now here's the Chargers with possession of the ball. Valdez streaking on that far sideline. Sends one ahead. Nice slide tackle there by McGee. Wysocki now for the Chargers. Tries to lead a ball to a teammate. That's Ferris, and it's out of the reach of Ferris with 33:25 remaining in regulation. Eagles will take possession of the ball. As we get a substitution coming in here, Nicole Conway back into the game. Peyton Lavalley will head to the bench to grab a seat.
Checking into the game for the Lady Chargers, number 5, Nicole Conway.
Ball at midfield. Logan Valdez sends a nice ball towards the left corner, and that will sail out of play. 32-35 remaining here in regulation. Makuki back to Valdez. Valdez to the far side now. Eagles able to clear it out. Great defense from Post there. As it's a throw-in on the far sideline for the Chargers. Chasing one goal. Coster. She's been a spark plug here for Dominican all afternoon long. She turns it over right there as it goes out of play. And it'll be a goal kick here for Campbell and the Eagles. 31:45 remaining in regulation. Eagles sends it towards midfield, and the freshman Jordan Callis puts a foot on the ball. McGee trails Sanchez. Sanchez knocks it out of play. Throw-in for the Eagles on the far sideline. Sirianni will toss it in. Number 11 for your Eagles. Nice throw-in. Asamoah chasing, and it's cleared out of play by the Chargers. 14 minutes played here in the second half. Throw-in for McGee and the Eagles. Nice throw-in towards Asamoah. Patone will come out of net to haul it in. She'll roll it out to Conway. Conway here on the near side. Taps it to Wysocki, back to Conway. Nice slide tackle there by Sirianni to knock it out of play. Excuse me, no, they say it was last touch by the Chargers. So it'll be possession Eagles. Great play there by Sirianni. 15 minutes gone now in the second half. 3 shots on goal for the Eagles, 0 for the Chargers. Styles with a nice header over to Asamoah. Asamoah in midfield touches it to Tarantino. Tarantino tries to lead McGee. McGee stops it. And she hits the turf. A lot of contact. And they get McGee for the foul. Possession now, Chargers. Amber McGee settles it down and boots it out of play. Throw in here for the Chargers on the near side. Wysocki gets it back to Conway. Campbell will come out of net to vacuum it in. 28:35 remaining in regulation. Still a 1-0 Eagles lead. If you're just tuning in, it was Haley McGee with 41 minutes remaining in the second half, putting it into the back of the nets. And they get a whistle called on the Chargers. Callis draws the contact. And it'll be a free kick here for the Eagles right at midfield. Heb will take it. Alyssa Heb with 4 assists on the season. She sends a long ball that will go past the end line. Couldn't tell if that was a pass or a shot right there. It almost appeared like she tried to make that one. So 27.5 to play here in the second half. Chargers now on the move. Wysocki at midfield. Works it back. Now here's Valdez with a ground ball towards midfield. Blue and Sheely right there. She'll work it back to Amber McGee. McGee has it taken away. That ball will sail out of play with 27 minutes to play here in regulation. This Eagles squad is back in action on the road in Philadelphia, where they will play Chestnut Hill College on Saturday at noon. As we get a whistle called on the Eagles. I believe that's Kayla Augustinelli, who is perplexed at the call. Doesn't like the whistle. Might have been a little bit of a ticky-tack foul call there. It'll be a free kick here for the Dominican on the far side. Players getting set up. 2 Chargers portraying like they are going to take the free kick. Can't see who it is from this angle. One of them is Isabella Wysocki. She has a headband on. Wysocki moves past the ball. She receives it, angles towards the middle, fires a shot. Just wide left of the net. What a look there by Dominican. Minutes played here in the second half. 25 to play. Eagles protecting a 1-0 lead. Eagles the 10th seed in the CACC standings. Chargers the 6th seed. Crucial in-conference matchup here in the second half of the season. Again, today, including today, 7 games remain for the Eagles here in this 2023 campaign. Goal kick here for Campbell. Asamoah not able to get there. And now it'll be Augustinelli sending it upfield. Intended for Haley McGee. Callis right behind Sanchez. It's vacuumed in by Petone. 24:05 remaining in regulation. Still plenty of time for Dominican, but it'll be interesting to see when the desperation sets in. You have to think that will start to happen in about 8 to 9 minutes, when the urgency will really need to be there for Dominican if they are not able to get a goal within that time. Ball knocked out of play by the Eagles. Throw in for the Chargers on the far side. 23.5 to play in regulation. Redo the throw in for the Chargers. Callis knocks it out of play. Throw in here for the Chargers. Except she did not get the clearance there. They will redo it here. Clock moving, under 23 to play now. Here's across to Conway. Number 5 for the Chargers. Met by 2 defenders, works it back to Sanchez. What a juke. Asamoah almost touched earth right there. And the cross towards the middle. No Dominican was there. Wysocki with the shot and the score for the equalizer. What a goal. Isabella Wysocki puts it into the back of the net, and we have a brand new game. We are tied up at 1 apiece with 22:19 to play in regulation. Huge goal for the Chargers. That ties up the game. Isabella Wysocki with an absolute snipe off the left foot. Number 10 for the Chargers. Puts it into the back of the net. Brand new game, 1-1. 22:10 to play. That is Wysocki's second goal on the 2023 campaign. It comes at a crucial time. What a clutch goal there by Isabella Wysocki. And again, we have a brand new ball game now. 1-1. 21 and a half to play. Conway here on the near side. Sends it towards the middle. Conway with the cross. Valdez now charging in.
Dominican goal, her second of the season, scored by junior midfielder number 10, Isabella Wysocki. Assisted by number 8, Sabine Sorensen, and number 5, Nicole Conway. Wysocki, her second goal of the season from Sorensen and Conway with about 23 minutes left in the second half.
And Wysocki almost just had her second goal of the day right there. She got a great look right outside of the box. It'll be a throw-in for the Chargers on the far side. Now it's McGee. Not able to create anything out of that. Zoe Meyer feisty on that far sideline, trying to take the ball away. Now it's Cloetzer coming in. Taps it to Callis. It goes past Callis. She takes it away. Here's a 2-on-1 for the Eagles. Callis on the left side. Touches it to McGee. McGee, the shot, the score! Haley McGee with her second goal of the afternoon. And that puts the Eagles up 2-1. Callis with the assist. McGee with her second goal of the day, and she is unconscious. Haley McGee with her second goal of the day, her second on the season, and it's 2-1 Eagles with 20 minutes to play in regulation.
Eagles goal, her second of the day and second of the season, scored by number 9, Haley McGee. Assisted by number 17, Jordan Callis. McGee, her second of the afternoon from Callis with about 20 minutes remaining in the second half.
So now the Eagles back in the same spot that they were over 20 minutes ago, protecting a 1-goal lead. 19:25 to play in regulation. 2-1 Eagles. 4 shots on goal for Post, 1 for Dominican. Desperation is going to start to set in about 5 minutes for the Chargers. If the Eagles are able to pull this one out, this one has to be a game you look at as possibly the game of the year for the Eagles. Just the circumstances with this game, how crucial it is for them to win this one with the season winding down. And Renato Topoli has gotten a career day from Haley McGee, the 5'5" senior from Jackson, New Jersey. That ball is knocked out of play by Zoe Meyer. Throw in for the Chargers on the far side with 18:20 to play in regulation. This is going to be a day for Haley McGee that she looks back on as probably one of the most fond games that she has as an Eagle. And now Augustinelli clears it out. 17:50 to play in regulation. Knocked down a play by the Chargers. Throw in for the Eagles on the far side. Eagles in no rush to move the ball down the field. They look to play some intelligent, sound soccer here for for the last 17 minutes to secure the W here on this Wednesday afternoon at Lemoy Field on the beautiful campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. Kloetzer looking to clear it out, eluding defenders. Taps it ahead to McGee with 2 goals here on the afternoon. A lot of contact between McGee and Coster. And now it'll be the Chargers with it at midfield, settling it down. 16:45 remaining in regulation. The cross. It goes to Conway here on the near side. Conway. What a juke. Cuts it back. Goes back to her left. And she couldn't take on the whole team right there. She gets it back, though. Leads Wysocki. Wysocki in the near corner. She will look to cross it. She does. The header! Oh, my goodness! What a turn of events here in this second half. It is Stella Coster heading it into the back of the nets, and it is tied up at 2. It is Wysocki and Conway with the assists there. And Sorensen will come out of the game. 2-2 here, 16:21 to play in this second half. 0 goals were scored in that first half. Now 4 have been scored here in the second half, and we still have 16 minutes to play. Seems like both of these teams just need to get settled into this one and needed that first half to kind of fill each other out a little bit. As this is
Chargers goal, her second of the season, scored by number 6 Stella Coster, assisted by number 10 Isabella Wysocki and number 5 Nicole Conway. Coster, her second of the season from Wysocki and Conway, with about 16 and a half minutes remaining in regulation.
And this is the first time the Chargers and the Eagles have matched up this season, so it makes sense why that first half was a feeling out process from both squads. It's almost like a boxing match when you throw those little jabs and those little hooks in the first few rounds to feel out your opponent, and then the haymakers start to come in the later rounds. And that has been what we have seen here in this matchup between the Eagles and the Chargers. Feeling out process in that first half, and we have seen some absolute haymakers thrown here in this second half. The Eagles have had the lead twice, at 1-0, then at 2-1, and the Chargers were able to provide a response to both of those deficits. Now it's ahead to McGee, and that's a clear offsides. Great look for the Eagles there. Execution not completely there. 14 and a half to play in regulation. 2-2 game. Stiles takes it away. Here's Bianca Stiles, number 4 for the Eagles. Dangerous pass. It's taken by Agacinelli. Now ahead to Heb. Heb trucks a player over. And they're going to call the blocking foul right there. Kelly Harris not able to set the charge there. Stiles tries to get it on the near side. Good effort, but not able to get there. Tough play for Stiles. 13:50 to play in regulation. 4 shots on goal for the Eagles, 2 for the Chargers, and those 2 were able to go into the back of the nets. Throw in here for the Eagles. Haley McGee will toss it in here on the near side. She looked absolutely gassed. As Kloetzer, she's charging in. It goes to Heb. Now here's Ferris for the Chargers. She's working with Coster. Now it's ahead to O'Malley. She hasn't seen too much action here in the second half. Now it's Ferris. Tries to lead Coster in that far corner. as it will go out of play. A little under 13 minutes to play now in regulation. Tasia Ferreira getting set to check in here for the Eagles. Coster knocks it out of play. Throw in for the Eagles.
Onto the game for the Eagles, number 7, Tasia Ferreira.
So it looked like Haley McGee was gassed after all. As she checks out here, she'll get the quick breather. You would presume that she would be coming back into the game, and that's not the last time we have seen of the player of the game for the Eagles today. Ball on the far side. It's Zoe Meyer with it. Angles towards the middle. Sends a line drive kick downfield. Callis heads it towards Patone. Little under 12 minutes to play in regulation. 2-2 game. Conway with it here on the near side. Looking to push it upfield. She turns it over right to Blue and Sheely. Now it's Kloetzer at midfield. Works it back to Heb. Heb with the long ball to the far corner. It is Tasia Ferreira with those fresh legs. She will try and send the cross. It goes off of a Charger, out of play.
Eagles corner kick taken by number 16, Alyssa Heb.
And now we will get a corner kick in the left corner for the Eagles. It'll be Heb to take it. 11:15 to play in regulation. Big opportunity here for the Eagles. Heb, she takes it. Lofts it towards the middle. A beautiful ball. And the Chargers able to clear it out. Now it's Tarantino met by two Chargers. The cross. And the scoop by Patone. 10:45 now to play in regulation. Patone telling her team to settle it down. Sanchez now. Desperation setting in for both teams now. In a 2-2 game, 10.5 to play. Kloetzer trying to steal it away, but too many Chargers around. Here is Conway at midfield. Leads it for Coster. Coster coming in. McGee fighting with her. Who will win it? It is last touched by, they say, Coster. So a throw in for the Eagles. That was the right call there. Under 10 to play now. Throw in for the Eagles. It'll be Styles to toss it in. It's intended for Callis. The header by Conway. Now Styles tries to cause some issues. And that ball will be knocked out of play by the Eagles. Sorensen back into the contest for the Chargers.
Now into the game for the Lady Chargers, number 8, Sabine Sorensen.
Tasia Ferreira telling her teammates to dig deep here with 9 minutes to play in regulation. Throw in here for Dominican on the near side. Callis battling. Callis the tap. Tarantino sends it away now. Under 9 to play. Sanchez now. Dangerous pass. Callis not able to settle it down. Heb with an awkward one-timer. Kloetzer met by 4 Chargers, and they take it away. Wysocki now on the move. Goes towards the middle. A lot of contact in that middle of the pitch. Blue and Sheely in a foot race, and she knocks it out of play. Kelly Harris with some great defense right there. It is winning time for both teams. Who wants it more? 2-2 game. Throw in here for the Chargers. They wanted the free kick. Under 8 to play now. Sirianni getting set to come back in for the Eagles. Kelly Harris now. O'Malley. Great defense by McGee. Ball right in front of the net. The shot and the save. And the save by Campbell. 7.5 to play in regulation. Big time save by Alexis Campbell, able to swallow it up. Now she sends a nice kick past the midfield line. But the Chargers take it right back. They have possession with O'Malley on the far side. She crosses it. Nice defense here from the Eagles. Not allowing anything easy here. 7 minutes to play. Eagles advance it. Ferreira tracking. It goes to the near side. Renato Topoli telling his squad to press up. Sanchez now with it. Met by Callis. Sanchez has Ferris right to her left. She sends it to her. It goes out of play. Sirianni comes back in. Tarantino will come out.
Down to the game for the Eagles, number 11, Kaylee Sirianni.
So Sirianni will take it. A little over 6 minutes to play here in regulation. It is Kloetzer. Now it's Sanchez. And the ball goes to midfield. It's O'Malley. Ball goes out of play. Last touch by the Eagles and Zoe Meyer. 5:45 to play in regulation. Throw in for the Chargers on the far sideline. Campbell secures it. Haley McGee getting set to come back in for the Eagles. Goal kick here from Campbell. Goes up high towards the sky right at midfield. Sanchez battling. It's Meyer coming in. Meyer has it taken away. Now it is Kloetzer battling. Tough break there for the Eagles. 5 minutes to play now. Chargers moving it around in the backfield. It goes to the far sideline. Now here's O'Malley. 13 for the Chargers. Turns it over. Meyer with the theft. Now it's Callis. A lot of contact, and they call Valdez for the foul. Big break there for the Eagles. And here comes Haley McGee with 2 goals here on this one. Now she will not be able to come in just yet. Free kick here for the Eagles. It'll be Heb to take it right at midfield. She leads Sirianni on the near side. And that's headed out of play by Ferris. Now McGee will be able to come back into the game.
Now into the game for the Eagles, number 9, Haley McGee.
So Ferrero will come out. 4 minutes to play in regulation. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles on the near sideline. It'll be McGee with 2 goals here in this one. She will throw it in with that powerful over-the-head throw-in. She tosses it in. Nice throw. Coster has a teammate. Nice movement here from the Chargers. It's Wysocki trying to get ahead of the field. Heb tracks it down. Coming up on 3:15 to play in regulation. Sirianni with the theft. Now it's Sanchez in the backfield. She will cross it. Coming in is Meyer. She gets this takeaway. Meyer on the far side. Tries to cross it. Chargers are right there to pick it off. Coster in a foot race here with Heb. Nice effort there from Heb. Now it's the Chargers on the move. Wysocki not able to get there. It's cleared out of play by Amber McGee. 2:40 to play in regulation. Throw in here for the Chargers on the near sideline. Ferris tosses it in. Great play there by McGee. Valdez sends the long ball. Styles gets a foot on it. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in regulation. It's Kloetzer over to Meyer on the far side.
Let's
90 seconds to play here in regulation. McGee has it. Sirianni has it taken away. And now she is on the turf. Coster coming down the middle. McGee knocks it out of play. Heads up play there by McGee's.
1 minute remaining in the second half. 1 minute remaining in the second half.
And we are down to 55 seconds remaining in regulation. Clock stops at 55 seconds. Sirianni in some pain. She will hobble off the field. Tarantino back into the contest. When the clock resumes, there will be 55 seconds to play in regulation. 2-2 ball game. 4 shots on goal for the Eagles, 3 for the Chargers. The throw in here for the Chargers. It'll be McGee tracking the soccer ball down. She'll send it downfield. Callis in a foot race with Sanchez. Sanchez goes back to Patone. 40 seconds now to play in regulation. Dangerous play there. Callis was coming in hard. Coster keeps it in play. Styles knocks it out of play. 20 seconds to play in regulation. Throw in here. 10 seconds to play.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Sprouse in the shot!
1.
And the Eagles
And at the
dodge
end of
a bullet.
The final score of today's match, your Post University Eagles 2, the visiting Dominican Lady Chargers 2.
So this one ends in a draw, a 2-2 tie. Haley McGee with 2 goals for the Eagles. And it's fitting that this one ends in a tie, as these two teams were so evenly matched. I mean, it was like a game of chess played out here on the pitch today. And the play from both teams cannot be disputed, as both teams gave tremendous effort. And this one will end in a 2-2 tie for our entire TNN crew here at Post University at Lemoy Field. Griffin Cass signing off from Waterbury, Connecticut.